Growing up on a basketball court, my life always revolved around a game. There's tough losses and effortless wins. Nothing stands in the way of winning an easy game. There's little challenge or work involved. When a difficult game comes up, that's when the real fun begins. They're complicated, no doubt, but you need to test yourself, face what's standing in the way, and believe that it can happen. It turns out life off the court is just as similar as it is on. I'm faced with mistakes, fouls, and obstacles. There's been times where I allowed the opposing team to prevent me from playing and getting in my way. Whenever that happened, the irritation I had in myself would constantly grow. Struggles and obstacles are all a part of the plan. Taking the easy way out is never the option. One of my favorite quotes from Michael Jordan states, "If you're trying to achieve, there will be roadblocks. I've had them, everybody has had them. But obstacles don't have to stop you. If you run into a wall, don't turn around and give up. Figure out how to climb it, go through it, or work around it." To me, life is a game to be played, not a problem to be fixed. When something comes up, you need to work to find the best way to get around it. People get thrown in situations where there isn't always a fairy tale ending. It's their choice to either take the positive route and deal with it, or hide themselves from the world and dwell upon it. In The Fault in Our Stars by John Green, the two main characters spend their lives growing up with cancer. For Hazel, she felt that the disease was blocking the world from her. She then met Augustus, who opened it up for her. He taught her that no matter what or how terrible it may seem being sick, it shouldn't stop her from experiencing everything that life has to offer. Unlike Hazel and Augustus, there are characters who let obstacles stand in the way for quite some time. In A Thousand Splendid Suns, Miriam grew up in a world that never seemed to favor her. Her mother committed suicide and her father resented her. That led her into a marriage that consisted of physical and mental abuse. Terrible events kept weighing her down. In a very similar scenario, Setha, from Toni Morrison's Beloved, struggled with her past. Being so caught up on the mistakes that she made, she was blind to the events happening in her present life. The reincarnation of her dead daughter and a second chance at love with Paul D seemed to not be enough to shake her. Confronting ongoing pains like these is never easy. Once she was finally capable of transcending her past tragedies, she could live with herself and the people around her peacefully. In Shakespeare's Oedipus, his idea of peace with his community was different. When he was told that he killed his father, Laius, he did not believe it for a moment. He was not ready to deal with what was coming. To him, he believed killing the people at Crossroads proved himself to be a warrior. When confronted with the truth, his response was tragic. Instead of overcoming his grief, he gave in to his pain. I believe that the only thing that stands in the way of facing an obstacle is oneself. The only real obstacle that stops one from succeeding is a lack of belief in being able to do so. Every drawback that's faced can be hurdled. If you cannot have trust in it, then there is no way of accomplishing and getting past them. Obstacles can certainly be paralyzing, but allowing roadblocks makes your life's path impassable. Disavowing life struggles and obstacles is not the answer. Just like how hiding from this huge future is impossible, it's inevitable that it is here. We have been waiting for this for so long. So many years have been filled up with anxiously waiting what is yet to come. Now, the waiting is over. Allowing one or two downfalls to get in the way of the biggest part of one's life is not worth it. Over the past few years here, I have learned that you cannot sweat the small stuff. Work around what stands in the way and take everything that is thrown in front of you as a lesson. Mistakes are going to happen. I'm going to struggle, but how I react to it determines the path that I will take. I taught myself